Hello, and welcome to the Rot Gut Review. My name is Ed, and today we're talking available bourbons. So that wonderful fellow over at the Mash and Drum, the man, the myth, the legend, Jason, recently put out a video talking about his top 5 best available bourbons. And I think that's a wonderful topic. Because right now, in this crazy time we live in, more and more people are focusing on super rare allocated bourbons. They're focusing on the stuff that is really hard to find. And that's unfortunate, because that means they're going out hunting for certain brands, Blantons, I'm looking at you, and ignoring some brands that are sitting on the shelves just waiting to be drunk because they're awesome. Now I figured I'd make a little response slash, like kind of a tag along video to Jason's because, even with very available bourbons, there are certain ones that are still going to be more available in certain places. So I wanted to talk about some bourbons that I'm seeing here in Wisconsin that I think you should be drinking if they're nearby you. So without further ado, here is my top 5 list of available bourbons. Number 1. So number 1 is something we've only seen here in Wisconsin recently. That is new Riff Green label. You can tell it's green label because it's got the little green tax stamp. I also do like the gold tax stamp version. That's good too, but god damn, new Riff Green. This is some good stuff. It's spicy. It's got a little bit of sweetness, but it's nice and spicy. It's big flavor. God, I love this stuff. This is good stuff. That's my number 1. I know what you're getting ready to write in the comments, right? It's pretty obvious. Eddie, that's not as available as other bourbons. I know, I get it. It's a little bit less available. But even so, I think the quality of this puts it on the list. And it's still relatively available. And that issue with availability, it's fixed in my number 2 pick. And that number 2 is Ezra Brook's green label. Strange that the first 2 would both have green labels, huh? Anyway, I think this is such a good value. In the world of bourbon right now, with everybody going crazy for, increasingly higher price stuff, this stays solid. It may not be quite as flavorful as New Riff, but you know what? The value makes up for this. It's got the notes I'm looking for. It's got that little bit of black tea. It's got a little bit of the licorice. It's got a little bit of the dill. This is a good go-to. And that brings me to number 3. Number 3 is Whistle Pig Piggyback. Now I know a lot of people are way into those older Whistle Pigs, but I don't know why. This younger Whistle Pig right here really hits the spot for me. I mean, at 6 years old, it's just got a certain oomph that you just can't get anywhere else. Kind of a black pepper thing. Plus, it's a 100% rye mash bill, which that's really high rye for a bourbon. All right, number 4. Number 4 is Lot 4T. I will say, though, there is something weird about this bourbon in that it's labeled as Canadian rye. That must just be because it's imported. The Canadians must have to label their bourbon differently. But I gotta say, this is everything I'm looking for in a bourbon. It's so spicy. It's so herbal. It's got those great notes of thyme and allspice, and a little bit of eucalyptus. If you're a bourbon lover, you need to get some Lot 40 in your life. And my last very available go-to bourbon is Willett Estate. Man, this is so available. This is everywhere. It's almost like it grows on trees or on some sort of, stalk, like a grain, like a rye grain, like it grows like a rye grain, something like that. And this is one of the most dill-forward bourbons I've ever tasted. I don't know why more bourbons don't taste like dill. You ever think about that? But those are my top 5 available bourbons. Let me know in the comments if you think I've missed anything or if you have a problem with my list for some reason. I couldn't imagine why. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to toast you off with a little bit of the old Piggyback bourbon. Until next time, stay rotten.